I believe you've already seen the caption. This video is all about marriage, kids, and Japa. And first of all, we'll start with marriage. It's been almost 7 years now, right?
Yeah, by November.
By November, will be 7 years in marriage. And I have 7 questions here to ask. And you ask me same question as well. The first question here says, how am I doing as a husband in general?
That's a very broad question because if I want to start saying, I don't think this video will have to have a part two. So I will just summarize it. The truth is, this thing they call marriage is an institute that does not have graduation certificate, and there is no certification at the end.
Okay, but there is certification when you get married.
Which is what?
The marriage certificate, of course.
That is not married though. That's
I know that's just paper to show that you're married.
And it's not even used. But that is not even it. As a husband, I would say, okay, my husband has been trying, because two separate individuals coming together to cohabit is not an easy task, because we need to know ourselves and all that. But in the process of 7 years, I would say that God has been faithful to us. Though we started as two young people and immediately we started welcoming kids. We have 3 children already. Just 7 years.
Not going to the kids.
I'm not going into that. Yes,
very soon.
That is why I cannot say as a husband, because as a woman, I didn't really get to enjoy this companionship with him, because a lot of people will stay 2-3 years. Let me land. I will give it to you.
We are getting to that as well.
Okay, okay. Let me go as a husband. Why I'm saying as a husband, because
how am I doing? Am I doing good or am I doing bad?
Okay, he's doing good. It's fair enough, because it cannot be 100, as I used to say. But I will give it to him. My husband is a very caring person, even if he doesn't know how to express it. If you look at him very well, you know he is. Though most times, no, we women will like expressive men that tell us the beautiful things we want to hear. My husband is not that kind of man. He might see you put on beautiful things, look good. He can never tell you, my wife, you're looking good. He has this narrative in his head that if you praise a woman, it will swell up her head, which is not wrong, which is very wrong. I think it's archaic. It's an archaic belief. But this time, a man should appreciate his wife. But my husband doesn't do. But I know when it's a yes for him, he will start throwing words at you. So, but in all, my husband is a very good person. I will give him a thumb up. Like my son will say, good like this, bad like this. I will give him like this. It's good.
For me, my wife has been the woman I married from day one. So far, she has been what I expected, and everything has been good. Yes, I know there has been ups and downs, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I will give her an 8, because she's been doing very well, very, very well. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Can you read the next question?
Okay. Okay, the question says, if I could see 2 things to change about my husband.
No,
okay,
you are asking
I'm asking him, okay, if he could see 2 things to change about me, yes. What would they be?
Okay, if I will answer that question, as humans, we can never be perfect.
True.
We can, no matter how you try, there are some places where you may have 1 or 2 lapses. I would say, on average, there's nothing I would love to change. But if you push me to the edge and want me to change certain things, I will not say they are bad, but I think they could be better. For example, my wife is somebody that if I tell her something, even before I land, even before I conclude, she doesn't listen. She doesn't kind of process what I'm saying. She already has an opinion about what I'm saying. That's one thing I would like to change. Because for me, I'll listen to you. Even if I have an opinion, I'll still allow you to say whatever you want to say before I give you my own opinion. So I would like to change that. That is one. Then, my wife is somebody that if it's something that she doesn't have an idea or she is not really a fan of, she will be just reluctant about that thing. No matter how good or bad. Even if this thing is a positive thing that will help her, As long as it's not an area that she pays more interest or pays a certain level of interest, she doesn't care. She's just reluctant about it. So for me, I would like to change these two things. One, at least listen to somebody, assess what they want to say, their mindset, what they are thinking about. Even if you have an opinion about whatever the person is trying to say, try to listen first and hear the person out before you voice out your own opinion. And also, yes, in life, certain things may not be our strong areas. But at the same time, as long as they are positive, we must always strive to achieve them. So I want her, in as much as I know her weaknesses, I know her strong sides. In those weaknesses, when they are positive, at least I would like her to pay more attention and try to do those things. Fine, you may not do it well. You may not achieve it as good as you would if it's something that you know very well or something that you know that you can do. But at least just give me that level of less. At least I tried. Just put in that effort. That's all I need.
Okay, so, I don't know if I can.
No, me, I'll ask you. I'll ask you on my
you
own
ask
side.
me about what you have said. I don't know if I can contribute.
Okay, go
Or
ahead.
okay. I don't know. No, marriage changed a lot of things. Has this been the problem from the day one, or is it something that have changed over time?
You know, humans change.
Okay.
Change is one thing that is constant. Even if every other thing is not, change is constant. Yes, I believe certain things have changed over time. I don't know if these two things we just talk about are
Okay. Do you know
inclusive
why I'm
as
doing
well.
this? Because it's it's something that concerns marriage, children, and Japa. I want others to learn from it. I will not just absorb everything. I would like to improve on them. So that's why I'm trying to get into it very well. Fine. There's something about not listening to someone. Probably something has happened that led to that. But if that is the case, okay, I'm going to improve on that.
Let's move from that.
Okay.
So you can ask this same question, you can talk about me as well. The question says, if you could see two things change about me, what would they be?
Okay. One of the things I personally would like to change about my husband is fashion. I'm a fashionable person. I don't know if it's up to the standard of my husband, but personally, I'm a fashionable person. How do I say it? I might not be the one, but I like fashionable men. I like my husband looking good. My husband does look good, but he's not a fashionable person because he doesn't like to afford them.
You mean I don't like to buy them?
Yes, he's not this kind of man that he's not trendy. Let me use the right word. He does not care what is trendy for men. He does not care what is trending. He just believes he's okay with what he has. Fine. I believe there might be some factors affecting that, which which I would not like to go into. But for as a person, he's not. Okay, the truth be told, my husband have traveled to the Western world, and I was expecting a particular kind of way he should see fashion, but he does not see it that way. That is one. Then the second thing I would like to change about my husband, the reason why most times I don't listen according to him, I don't pay attention to what he says on, I just attack. Maybe it's because I don't like his judgment. I don't like where the judgment goes to. My husband is someone that cannot absorb information that is given to him. So I want him to change. If somebody or if I bring an information to him like a complaint, I'm not telling him to go and fight for it or start going to defend anything. I'm just telling him because he's my husband and he should be the person I should say those things to. So I want him to, that's one thing I want to change. Instead of you going to attack whoever I've said those things I told you, we could discuss it and let it slide, because most times you're doing more good than bad. You going to
You
confront,
mean I'm doing more harm than good?
sorry, more harm than good, because you going to confront those persons, you're putting your wife in danger because you don't know how they have processed it. So that's what I feel. Thank you.
All right. Let's go on to
Okay,
question number
number
3. So I'll
three.
be the one asking you this time.
Yes.
What have you learned to appreciate about me that you did not know?
Um, what one thing I've learned to appreciate about my husband, which I did not know before I got married to him, is responsibility. My husband is a very responsible person. That I will not take from him. I like his planning sense. My husband is somebody that if given the time, he wants to plan for his 10 years even before he comes. He doesn't like to be taken unaware. He plans for things before they happen. My husband is a man that is ready. He has kept school fees for this whole section. He has that kind of plan. So one thing I've learned from my husband that I still appreciate from till now is he has shown me his level of responsibility in all areas. That as in it affects every part of his life. He's somebody that is responsible for everything that goes around him. So I really appreciate it. Kudos to you. And from that, I'm also learning to have such kind of responsible sense. Is that how to call it?
All right, let me talk as regards to my wife concerning this question. If there is one thing I've come to really appreciate about my wife since we're married is, yes, I used to know her as a businesswoman, but when it comes to customer service, I've seen her as somebody that can really make a customer very, very comfortable. She will make you feel so good that after you doing business with her, you want to return back. Not because maybe the goods she sold to you was so high as regards to quality, but because of that relationship between you and her, you always want to come back because she's always there. Even if you like, call her midnight, call her anytime. She always wants to listen to you as long as business is concerned. She always wants to tell you, don't worry, it will be fixed. Don't okay, you don't like this one, I will do it like this. Okay, just tell me, I'll do like that. So I've come to understand that people love such kind of persons because just few months she started this a new business. I left. Before I know, boom, everybody in the area wants to do business with her. They always want to come and all that. Yes, I know that it's not something that I would say they are doing business of millions, but because of that trust, that's comfort. Some persons have this kind of, they are so comfortable amongst certain kind of persons. So I've seen that she's trustworthy when it comes to business. So many people believe in her and they always want to do business with her. So that's something I've come to learn, that she's somebody that you can trust. You can do whatever you want to do with her when it comes to do with business. She's always there.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to hear that. Mhm.
All right.
Okay, moving on to the next question. That's number 4, right?
Yes, question number 4.
Are you satisfied with the amount of time we spent together?
If I say yes, I'm lying. Reason is I'm not always around. Like this year, I think this is September, and this is 9 months of the year. I don't think I've been around more than 2 or 3 months. It's not my fault. Reason being, I don't work in Port Harcourt, and also my kind of job is a job that takes me far away for a very long time. And if I want to be around and do the normal clinical work, I don't think I'll be able to sustain the family based on what they are paying here in Port Harcourt. So I believe she understands. I believe she understands that I'm not always around. But I wish as time goes on, I can change that. I wish I want to be around with them. The few time I stay with them, at least I've learned so many things about not just her, the kids as well. I can tell you this one has this kind of behavior, this one does this, that one does that. And for she as well, I always tell her, madam, see this one, no, you're changing, no, this aspect, see this other one and stuff like that. So I want to be around more often, but for now, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't think I'm satisfied with the amount of time I spend, not just with her, but with the kids as well. What about you?
Hmm. This question is a very good one. The truth is, I am not satisfied, but I want to make you to understand something. It's not about you not being around. Time spent must not be with physical when you're around, like present. How much time we spend has to do with the quality of time spent together. Because sometimes you might be around and yet you don't spend time with your family.
I'm always with my phone, right?
Yes, my husband is somebody that is very glued to his phone. He's the last thing he talks to before he goes to bed. Is the last thing he returns to, the first thing he returns to in the morning. So I wish he could improve with the amount of time he spent with us, I and the kids. Because even okay, fine, the nature of job he does not give him time. Now you have time with at least 1 month to spend with us. I don't know, and then for the 24 hours, he hardly spent up to 2 hours quality time with us. So I'm not satisfied with it. I just wish my husband could improve better and spend more time with us. Thank you.
All right. Let's go on to question number 5. What ways can I honor you more? What ways?
Money, give me more money, more money, add the more money on top money. Don't mind me. No, we women will like money. But when you say honor does not have to do with your needs or your wants. To honor a woman, one thing that I always say, every woman wants a man that could stand by her, whether she's right or she's wrong. The way okay, you said one bar. What ways rather? One of the ways you can honor me as your wife is stand by me. There's something I used to hear as a child that marriage is the highest cult, secret cult ever, because there's a lot of secrets in marriage. And for a woman or a man to be happy in marriage is when she has that man that understands her, whether you're right or wrong. When you are outside, you defend your spouse. You don't go there to wash your dirty linen outside, because when you do it, it will definitely bounce back to you, because those people you have gone to wash it to, they will bring it back as insult to your home, and when it gets to your wife, it has gotten to you. When it gets to your husband, it has gotten to you. So I would like that way. Then another way, what other way? Honor. Appreciation. As I said before earlier, my husband hardly appreciates, even if he does it, but without saying them. I'm not a spirit. I cannot assume. I cannot live in assumption. I want to hear those things. They give. I believe it will give me more energy to do more. When I do something, my wife, thank you. You tried. You know, it's
I should speak up.
Yes,
Not just encouraged by words.
Yeah, by words, because that's the only thing that can keep me going. When I know that okay, the man I'm doing it for is seeing it.
Okay.
Thank you.
For me, I don't have ways. What I have is a way, and it's just one thing: listen. Just listen. Whenever I say something, whenever I tell you something, there is a reason, there is a purpose. I don't just tell you, oh, don't do this one, and don't go. No, I have a reason for that. If you have an ulterior intention or something that you feel you're not comfortable with what I'm saying, it's better for you to ask my husband, please, this thing you told me not to do like this, what is your reason? It's left for me to explain than for I say do this one before I come back. It's being done the other way. So if you can just listen, that's the only thing I want from you, for you to listen. Oftentimes, I'll go back to question 1 again. You tend to attack before digesting the information.
Okay.
So that's that.
Thank you.
Let's go over to question number 6.
I think it's my turn to ask that, right?
Okay, go ahead.
No, okay. What strength do I bring out to our relationship?
Okay, when it comes to strength, for me, I would say your strength is home management.
Okay.
Yes, you know how to manage the home, no matter how small it is. You know how to make it look big. That's one thing I would say. That's your greatest, will I call it, weapon, or what I really see that you bring to the home, how to manage whatever you see in the home, and you manage it very well. No matter how small, you make it look like it's one big thing. So I would say I'm very, very happy with that.
Okay, thank you. So same question. Okay, so ask me,
yeah,
right?
same question goes to you. What strength do I bring to this marriage, not just a relationship?
Strength. I don't even know what area to say. Okay. What strength do you bring to the marriage? I would say
You mean I don't bring any strength at all?
no.
Hey,
I'm
what people? What people?
No. See, I'm not saying, because you know when somebody is trying, I don't even know what. Okay, let me go to let me give it a name. I've already said all that. That my husband is someone that is a good planner. Imagine a good planner as your husband. You're not going to suffer because he plans for your tomorrow. Imagine I'm sleeping and what my children will eat for next month is already saved. Do you understand? I'm not afraid of what to eat. I'm not afraid of I don't run around and say, oh, my children's school fees, I need to go and hustle it. Understand me? That's why I'm even laughing because I didn't even know what word to use. That is enough strength for me because I am relaxed, knowing that okay, I'm married to a man that does not want shame or does not want embarrassment. He's always preparing for his tomorrow. I have said it before. So he said, I don't know. It's really a strength because I don't know. He can say, he knows. We have never looked for school fees or say we are looking for where to go and borrow money. That's because it's a good planner.
All right. I'm already blushing again. All right. So the final question, which is the seventh question.
Okay.
Uh, what do I need to know about you right now that I don't know about?
Okay. Um, I'm pregnant.
Story for the gods. Story for the gods.
That's the last thing my husband wants to hear.
Story for the gods.
Me that have a baby that is just 6 months. How can I be pregnant?
It's possible.
It's possible though,
Very
but
possible.
I'm not pregnant. Okay. One thing that you should know about me now that you don't know is that my level of hustle has been doubled. It's not because it's not enough, it's because I want it to be abundant. One thing I need you to know about me that you don't know before is because one is because I have grown. I'm not that girl you married 7 years ago. I'm not a woman.
Are you saying what I want to say?
Am I in your mind? You tell me. I'm saying that's the truth. I'm no longer a girl. I'm a woman now and I see things differently. It's not all about me anymore, it's about us. And personally, my husband knows that I'm this one person that I can keep myself anyhow, but I want my family to always look good. With the little I can do, I do it to the extreme. They come first for me and they will always come first, no matter how it is. I don't know why. Most of my I used to ask myself, my daughter's hair cannot be on care, but me, I can go with it and I don't even feel bad. But see my daughter, I can go extra miles to just make her look good. But when it comes to me, I just feel reluctant. So what you should know about me is that I carry people to a very high esteem. I want you guys to always come first, and you people are always coming first in my heart.
All right.
It's not all about me, it's all about us.
That's good. So if I may answer same question, and there are so many things she needs to know about me, but I feel the most important one is she should know that the man she is married to is no longer the boy she knew 8, 9 years ago. And right now, there are so many things. As we continue to age as a man, there are so many responsibilities, not just your immediate family, but from extended families. You should know that whatever you do is not just solely for your immediate family, there's also for extended family. That for the fact that I don't go out just like so many other guys, like going to clubs, going to sit at bars, or going to watch movies and stuff like that. It doesn't mean I don't like those things. Yes, sometimes I feel like doing those things, but she knows that I'm not that kind of person. And as I continue to age as well, as I continue to age, all those things no longer freak me anymore. What I'm thinking is, how can I get to the next level? What I mean by the next level, how can I be better than my today, especially financially? How can I be better than where I am currently? That's what is in my head. Even when I'm on my phone, she knows that I'm not chatting with anybody. Yes, I watch lots of videos on YouTube. They are meaningful videos. Sometimes you see me watch a podcast of 2 hours and just watching and listening to what they are saying. I like knowing about people. I like knowing about new places. I like hearing what people have to say about certain ideas and certain things, how I can help better myself. So those things currently give me joy. Watching documentaries gives me joy than say coming to spend time maybe in a bar, going to clubs, sitting out in a restaurant and stuff like that. So I look at how I can move from my current state to another state, especially as I'm a doctor as well. So many of my friends have left. They've left the shores of this country. Well, we'll talk about that when it comes to Japa. But I'm also thinking about my life. What do I want to do? How do I want to better myself? So you should understand that that young boy of I'm here, I'm there, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Now there's a lot of responsibilities and everything must be calculated before it's being done. Don't just get up and start doing anything. So I want her to understand that the boy she knows has changed to a man and currently he has lots of responsibilities that is beyond the immediate family. All right, guys, that's that. So let's move on to the next topic, which is kids. Yes, we've been married for more than 6 years now, and we have 3 children. We have a 6-year-old girl, we have a 3-year-old boy, and also we have an infant that is just 6 months old. And so far, I would say it has been God because by the time we got married, we married immediately after NYC.
Yeah.
And as at that period, I was jobless. But immediately after marriage, I got a job. And ever since then, it has been from one job to another job to another job to another job. And for me, having kids is truly a blessing. But seeing children grow, seeing humans grow in front of me, seeing how they change from an infant to a toddler and so on.
It's a miracle, right?
Yes, a miracle. Just yesterday, I was looking at the pictures of my daughter when she was a little child, and also my son. And I was looking at this current one now. He's trying to creep. And I asked myself, 6 years has gone so fast. Look at me. I'm now a father with 3 children. Look at people calling me daddy. People running to me. It's something that I don't know. And also, I see 3 individuals from one father, one mom, but different way of doing things. Okay, let me leave the 6-month-old, for example. Let me use the boy and the girl. They are totally different humans when it comes to their personality, the way they do things. And it fascinates me to see how people from the same environment have different kind of character. Yes, they say our environment shapes us.
Sure.
Our environment makes us who we are. I know it's not just the environment. We have genetics as well. But when you look at them, people growing up in the same environment but acting differently, they will react to certain things in a different way. And I say, wow, God is very wonderful. God is indeed wonderful. So I'm grateful. So far, 6 years, 3 kids. I don't know what else I will say. I'm happy. I'm happy. So what do you think?
I'm the most excited person on planet Earth having my family because I don't know, everything just came too fast. The marriage, kids, and family is something that is a wonderful experience because these children, I watch them suckle my breast. I watch them sleep beside me, but now they're all grown. I can't even comfortably lift my son. So I'm wondering, so this is how this boy will grow and become a man. I'm very grateful to have them. It's not easy, but it's a wonderful experience. You all know now to be a mother is not easy, especially a mother without a father that is always around. It's just like the whole thing is
You mean with a
rested.
father that is not always around?
Yes, like you now. So the whole thing is rested on one person and it's not easy. So it's a beautiful experience though.
Yeah, yeah. It's an experience that I feel everyone will want to experience.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm happy. Sometimes I just relax and I think about them. I just go through my phone and say, wow,
The beautiful milestone.
this boy don't turn man. Oh. When I look at them, I say, wow, wow, wow. And that's why it's because of them I always work hard. It's because of them I go offshore. It's because of them I leave clinical work and go for something that can pay me better.
True.
Because if not for them, I would still be jumping from one hospital to another.
another.
Remember when you were pregnant for L? I was working in 3 hospitals.
Yes.
I'll go here, I'll go there, I'll go there. I just come home only to take my bath and change my clothes, and that's all. And for now, at least, I'm a bit relaxed, and it's nice. I thank God for everything.
That's
So
true.
let's conclude it with the last one. You know
Japa.
what is going on in Nigeria today? Everyone is running away from the country, aka Japa. For those of us that are not Nigerians, JAPA. I think it's a Yoruba word,
Yes.
and currently I feel it's used everywhere in Nigeria. It has gotten into our pidgin, where
Yes.
everybody says Japa, Japa. No one
Japa.
wants to know
Oh.
if it's a Yoruba word anymore. And Japa, for some of us that don't really know what it is traveling from one place to another, especially leaving one country of your country of origin to another country that is more economically, will I say, advanced than your country. Just
True.
like moving up the
Yeah,
socio-economic
yeah,
scale,
yes.
moving up that ladder. So that is what Japa is. And it's rampant in Nigeria. Like for me, most of my classmates, I can count so many of them that are outside there, especially in the UK. They've left this country. And each, anywhere I go and I tell somebody that I'm a doctor, they say, wow, a young doctor. Then I tell them that I didn't school in Nigeria. They say, you did school in Nigeria and you returned back to Nigeria? Say, wow. And I say, what are you doing in Nigeria? You need to go back because I don't think Nigeria fits you because everybody is leaving the country. Everybody. Just yesterday alone, I spoke with a friend. He's already in the UK and he wants to move from the UK to Canada. You see, he's already moving from one country to another. And I spoke with him and we talked and talked and talked. And him too, he was surprised. He told me that if anybody would tell him that up till now, I will still be in Nigeria, that he will not believe. I said, what do you mean? Am I not a Nigerian? I'm a Nigerian. I'm not just a Nigerian. I'm a Rivers man. Rivers people always come home. They always come back to Port Harcourt and live in Port Harcourt. But that notwithstanding, yes, I don't blame anybody that is leaving this country
True. The hardship is too much.
because the economic hardship. You see somebody that suffered for 4 to 6 years in school, you finish your degree, you come back, and there's no job for you.
I'm
You
number
see
one
somebody
again.
first class, you see somebody with 2-1. As long as they don't have connection, they don't have any godfather, they are not into any political party or what have you. You see them 5, 6, 10 years, they've not gotten any meaningful job. So why would they remain in this country? A country where the minimum wage is 30,000 naira. Well, how much is 30,000 naira today? Hmm?
Nothing, no.
It's equivalent to $30.
Yes.
That's minimum wage. So people are not seeing Nigeria as a place where they can live that dream. You know, when you were small, they will tell you when you grow old, you go to school, go to university so that you become a doctor, you become a lawyer, you become a banker, engineer, so that you make money, you live the good life. I don't think such kind of, will I call it, a dream comes to reality here
In
in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
So
It's very
everybody is just
difficult.
running out. Everybody is just running away. So Jackpot is something that I don't think will stop anytime soon.
It's even increasing.
You see, Nigeria is a place where one person will decide to pack everything that is meant for 100 persons and put in his or her pocket. Politicians are doing their own. That's why you see today, the only people doing well in this country are politicians.
True.
If they are not politicians, they're into one or two illegal
Yahoo,
things.
Yahoo, Yahoo.
We call it internet
Fraud,
scam,
fraud.
internet fraud, or date scam. In Nigeria, they call it Yahoo or the 419. That's what people are doing. So most people that want to make money legally, legitimately, they feel as long as they are not from a wealthy home, as long as they are not from a family that is well connected, they just have to find their way around and leave this country because they can only achieve what they want to achieve out there. Because from what most of them feel, which is the truth, at least I've lived out there, the opportunities are more one, and also
The pay.
it's more or less like a level playing ground, whereby yes, sometimes you need to know one or two persons to get the kind of job you want to get, but it's not always like that. Because imagine in Nigeria whereby before they put an advert for a job,
Selected the people.
they've already shared the job among themselves. Then the advert is just for,
Audio
just to
job.
tell the world that yes, we carried out a recruitment, we did an advertisement, and that is all. You apply and nobody calls you back. Nobody tells you that, okay, this position you applied for, sorry, we are not going to take you because we've seen your CV, you've seen your qualification, you do not meet up with what we want. So Japa is the in thing. If you ask me if I want to Japa, for now, For now, I don't have the plans to do that. Also, I don't even have the financial muscle, because before you start thinking of that, one is the finance. Like for me as a doctor, besides the finance, I have my exams to write. In Nigeria, we write IELTS, which is the English proficiency. And after that, if you're going now, depending on the country, let me use the UK as an example. You have to write your exam, 2 exams. You write one in Nigeria here, you go over to the UK, you do your clinicals, and if you're good to go, if you pass the exam, then you start looking for jobs. So it's a lengthy process. Yes, it's something most persons have already done and they've scaled through. And I believe by the time I'm ready, if at all I want to leave the shores of this country, I believe I'll do so as well. So, what can you say about the Japa syndrome?
It's very high because a lot of my friends went to school together. Most of them are jackpot. They have traveled out, and I must say they are doing well because we all left school together. They are working there, even though they are not working in their field of study, but they are earning money. Me, I've not used my certificate to work to earn money with it. We're just doing side hustles and all that. So if I have the opportunity to jackpot 6 years ago, I would have jackpot. But now I can't leave my children and I can't
Your
go
baggage.
exactly without them. So, but if I have the opportunity to for me to go as family, I will gladly go with them. So I think jackpot is the in thing and is the easiest route because taking my kids down over there, they will do better. I
Compared to
can
Nigeria, yeah.
yes, I can
Yeah,
sacrifice it for my kids, but not for just me. That's what I'm trying to say. If we are going as a family,
yeah.
I'll gladly move with them because I really want them to have a better life. Because looking at the economy of Nigeria and the way things are going, I'm even scared. I'm scared for them. What is going to remain for them? But I pray God will help us.
So do you think I should be processing the japa?
My husband with speed. If your battery is weak, I can change the battery.
Ego.
Money will come.
Money will come from
See,
where?
see what I'm in life. Put it, and I know you the way you used to do your things. Put it in your mind that is one of your ghetto. Then we plan about how we have a separate account where we start funding money there to keep for our japa because everything starts in a day.
All right, everything starts in a day, guys. This year we call the curtain close. We'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for staying up to this time. I know it's a lengthy video, but for those of you that stayed up to this time, you are true fans. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and cheers.